Hey everybody, Zee Garcia here, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the GAMA Trade Show 2017 in Las Vegas. I am here with Richard with Upper Deck, and he's going to be showing us 3 new things, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct, yeah.
The first one being the Dingo Ate The Baby.
That's right. So some of you may have been expecting Jason Brenner. Sorry, I'm taking the spot for the second.
We tried, but...
I know. I'm less exciting, I get it. But okay, we'll do this.
It'll be fine.
It'll do. Oh, you're so kind. So let's just do this, I guess. Let's start. So this is actually the soonest game that's coming out. Maybe let me set the table for, if you will, Upper Deck Originals. Not really what we're calling them exactly, but Upper Deck is known for Marvel Legendary. Right? We're known for licensed IP stuff. We've taken a couple forays, and this year we'll go a little bit deeper into what, has built this industry, the more traditional kind of board games, right? Okay. Not Monopoly traditional, the cool stuff, right?
Not that traditional.
Not that traditional. More like Settlers of Catan. I don't know, even that's kind of old now, right? Just teasing. Don't mean to mock them. It's a great game.
Getting all the thumbs down right now.
I know, I know I'm getting killed. So Dingo Ate The Baby, we've talked to some nice designers. Mike Elliott. People might know that name, right? Yeah. A couple people might know that name. It's done some fantastic games. And so Jason and he worked on this this beautiful little title here. Should be coming out in the April time frame, maybe later April, early May now. Okay. Got a little pushback, so.
So how's this work?
This is a very simple game. There's a little bit of a mechanic involved, blackjack style, if you will. It's a little bit of a mix. So let me just say that we'll take a die. We'll roll that. Oh, I rolled a 10. Beautiful. So then what we do is we add 10 to that number, and that is now our target number. Okay. Okay. So you and I have farms. Okay, the colors do matter, so that allows us to kind of keep a card next to us. And essentially all we're going to be doing is playing a game where I'm going to draw and, I'm going to play a dingo.
All right. And do I draw?
You would draw, but this game's kind of like about the circle of life. So let's talk a little bit about that. Okay. There are babies, there's dingoes, there's lions, there's elephants. Babies scare elephants, elephants stomp on lions, lions stalk dingoes, and the dingo...
I know that one. They eat the babies.
Right, so essentially that would remove those cards from the table, right? Oh, so you have a dingo, so that's fine.
So no babies.
No babies, no dingoes.
Okay, got it.
And I know I'm not, this is not the perfect play level of the game. But let's say, for example, let me see if I can find something more fun for us to do here. There you go, yeah. No, come on, I want a lion. There's a baby. All right, let's put out a baby, right? Let's say I had this card out.
All right, there's a baby.
Let's do it that way. All right, let me say I had a baby.
Scares an elephant
2.
Right there.
Right, it does. It scares an elephant, but the dingo would eat this card, right? So if you had this card and you actually have a hand of cards. So play that card down. All right, that's going to scare away that baby, right? You're going to eat that. You're going to consume it. You don't get it. You just consume that, and that's gone. Okay. And now you've diminished my hand size. Right?
So we're shooting to, like you said, it's like blackjack.
This
so
time
we're shooting
it's 20.
for a total. We want to get us close without going over.
Correct.
Is that the idea?
Absolutely. It is identical in that sense that we're trying to shoot but not go over that number. Right? All right. So up to 20 for me, and essentially whomever goes bust, those are the people that you have beaten for that round. The round goes to essentially, we've got 8 discard cards, and then once you've discarded 8 cards, that round is over. And if I have beaten just you, and then I've beaten 1 person, and I would move up 1.
I see.
All right, and the game gets played to whatever number you've decided. Okay. You could play a full game, and it goes up to 15. Or you just want to say a short game today, let's just do it to 5, so whoever gets to 5, right? Gotcha. And that's it in an absolute nutshell. I want to show a card here, the Alien card. That is not always going to be in this box, okay? That is a promo card. So what Upper Deck is doing with all of our games moving forward, this includes the Marvel Legendary line. We will include a promo card that is playable in the game with the first print run of product. Gotcha. Okay, so get out there and buy the first print run of product, and you're going to get a cool promo card. All right. Okay, very cool. Nice, simple, very straightforward. This game is really fast. 30 minutes.
MSRP on this?
It's $20.
Okay, cool. Let's
2 to 5 players, 20 to 30 minutes.
Nice and short and sweet. Well, I don't know if babies are sweet.
Well, some of them are.
I haven't eaten a baby.
I think mine were, but I think everybody thinks their babies were sweet. Everybody else's babies are terrible.
Everybody else's babies. Oh.
That's right. They're the annoying ones.
What else we got?
I probably won't be able to bust out all of these titles. This one's beautifully messy. You know, we have another nice designer.
Oh,
sorry, facing us. Yeah, Justin Gary. Nobody knows Justin Gary, right? Ascension, a few other things.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him, right? So again, we've gone out. We found some really quality designers for these games, and in this particular case, Justin, you know, he does drafting games pretty well.
Yep.
This is exactly that, right? This is a pure drafting game. It is done in 4 separate rounds.
Okay.
You have hero cards, if I can find some of them for us. Quest cards that'll each of us will have. Sorry that some of these are FPO cards, and I made a mess of it. FPO, so sorry, brutal art. Here's a quest that I want to try to complete during my adventure time. But before I can get to that, we're going to draft cards. So each of us are going to have 7 cards that we each have in our hands. Those cards are going to be equipment cards. Those cards are going to be monster cards. Those cards are going to be hero cards, okay?
Gotcha.
And you can draft any one of those kind of cards, but pay attention to your quests and what types of cards you need to complete those quests, because you want to play those cards in each of those rounds. So you're going to do left, right, drafting format. Right? The first time we'll pass to our left. 7 cards, whatever I can draft. The goal is to play every single card in my hand.
All right.
I will have some coins that I can use to play with, which is a finite resource, all right? Unless I can get enough cards to build that resource back up. At the end of the game, I'm really just looking for victory points or experience points, which will be provided to me by the quests, will be provided to me by some cards, okay?
Cool.
And that's it, and it's simple. I mean, it is 4 rounds of that drafting format.
If you like drafting, that's the one.
Absolutely.
So when is this coming out?
This is a late May release.
Okay.
Okay. So
I do love how this quest here is called "Save the World."
Save the world.
They don't get any higher up than that. I mean, that's the one.
But that's why look at how many people it needed to complete that quest, right?
Yeah. Right. All right. Cool. And then we got one more.
We do, by another a good friend of mine, actually, somebody that I worked with for quite a while in this industry, Ryan Miller. All right, somebody that might be known also to a few people. Super fun guy. Sorry, that game was $25, by the way. 25.
Cool.
Dread Draw, all right? This game is really pretty close to done in terms of the box style.
Okay.
It's 100 cards. It is a play on war. So for those of us who've seen a lot of the younger kids playing out, in the live number of different TCGs they're not really good at, how do they usually play that game?
They just compare the numbers.
They play war, right? So if you know how to play war, you have an idea of how this game is played. But if Ryan has done anything, he's done great games with great, depth to them, right? So there's a depth to this game. You're kind of telling a story, okay, in this game. It's a fortune-telling game.
Okay.
And each of us will have a life point total. In the game, it's 10 cards. I'm just going to grab 4 for the sake of argument.
All right.
Okay, that's my life point total.
All right.
And then we just simply grab a handful of cards, and then honestly, we're kind of play some war. So this will be my draw, and I have my pile. Okay. This card happens to be a 2. And the way I want to play your hand stays there. You don't actually play from your hand. We'll play from the deck.
Okay.
So very warlike. So then you would play again on your turn. And you have a 9.
This artwork is gorgeous.
The artwork is awesome. Some of the best artwork we've done. And we've got some really great art here at Upper Deck. Now, this is interesting because the lowest number is held by me, so now it's my turn, although we're a 2-player game, so you would have logically thought my turn was next. If there were 4 of us...
They would change, right?
Yeah, then exactly. Right. I would have the lowest card, and it's like, all right, it's my turn to go. You're in trouble. You're basically screwed this round. You're going to go bust because the story has to play sequentially, all right? So I have a 4. I can nicely and easily play a 4.
Okay.
You've got a 9. Well, I actually have the lowest number again, right?
So you keep going.
I get to go. I get to keep going, and I'm going to play another. And I've got a 7, which actually is going to be good for you because I'm probably going to bust.
Okay. So there's a little bit of that pusher
luck, a
total, also a little bit. Okay.
There's also some summonings on these cards. There's things that these cards actually do. So once it comes into play, it happens, triggers. And then now what happened is I ended up taking the damages on these cards. So I ended up taking 3 points of damage. So then I lose 3 cards.
Okay.
I get to choose one of those cards is now I have a backup card, or I have a bench, if you will. So I can start with, I now have a 6. Now I'm like, all right, I kind of like that card. That's low enough. I can now use that to play the next round. This game plays in like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, how many players?
It is 2+, we say, but honestly, probably in the 2 to 5 or 6 range.
Okay.
But it is a truly, like, you can add.
It's one of those that you sort of just play
grow.
as many people as you want.
Absolutely, the kind of game you're going to want to play in between rounds of stuff. You're going to, you want to do it a bunch of times and then be done because it's 15 minutes a game. Right now, the SRP is $20. We're toying with a $15 SRP on it because it's 100 cards.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. And when is this going to be out? Any idea?
This is a Gen Con release.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, the artwork is really, really slam dunk. So, all right, Richard, well, thank you very much for showing us all these attractive goodies.
Yeah.
And thank you all for tuning in.
Thanks for your time, guys.
We're going to see you on the next one. Definitely appreciate it.